Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the channel where glossy brochures, showroom hype, and staged marketing talk get left behind so we can focus on what really matters: the cars themselves, how they look, how they feel, and how they perform in the real world. If this is your first time here, welcome to the ride. Today, we're digging deep into the 2026 Subaru Outback, one of the most practical and versatile crossovers on the road. Subaru has long had a reputation for building cars that aren't afraid to get dirty, and the Outback is basically the poster child for that. With this latest 2026 version, Subaru is pushing its iconic wagon SUV blend into the future with updated styling, new tech, and some subtle refinements that show they're listening to their loyal fanbase while also trying to attract new buyers. Exterior starting at the front, the first thing that grabs your attention is the reshaped grille. Subaru didn't reinvent the wheel here, but they've given it a sharper, more modern edge with a wider hexagonal frame and a thicker chrome outline. The headlights have been slimmed down even further, giving the Outback a more aggressive, focused stare compared to the chunkier look of earlier models. The new LED matrix lighting isn't just for show, it's adaptive, sharper in beam, and designed to improve nighttime driving without blinding oncoming traffic. The hood itself carries more sculpted lines, adding some toughness to the overall stance. The front bumper has been slightly reworked with larger air intakes and better integration of the fog lamps, which not only look cleaner but also add to the aerodynamic efficiency Subaru has been chasing. Swinging around to the side profile, you're reminded why the Outback has always been a unique proposition. It's not a tall SUV, nor is it a low-slung wagon, it lives somewhere in between. The 2026 version maintains its rugged proportions but gets a slightly sleeker roofline taper, which helps reduce drag while still keeping plenty of headroom inside. The signature black cladding along the wheel arches and lower doors is still here, emphasizing its off-road credentials, but Subaru has toned down the thickness slightly so it looks less bulky and more integrated. Wheel options now range from 18 to 20 inches, with new alloy designs that lean toward a sportier feel. Roof rails, of course, remain standard, and they've been upgraded with more versatile mounting points for bikes, kayaks, cargo boxes, or whatever adventure gear you're hauling. Ground clearance remains impressive via over 8.5 inches, making it one of the most off-road capable crossovers in its class. Moving to the rear, the 2026 Outback has received a few noticeable updates. The taillights have been redesigned with a more angular LED signature that stretches into the tailgate, giving the rear end a wider stance visually. The liftgate itself is clean and functional, with a subtle spoiler lip at the top to improve airflow. Subaru has hidden the exhaust tips for a cleaner, more modern look, though enthusiasts may miss the traditional exposed pipes. The bumper is tougher, with skid plate accents that make it clear this car is just as comfortable at a trailhead as it is in a suburban driveway. Overall, the rear feels sharper, more modern, and more in line with Subaru's global design language. Interior inside, Subaru has taken big steps forward in terms of technology and comfort. The centerpiece is a massive 12.3-inch vertical infotainment screen that comes standard on most trims. The interface has been refined for 2026 with smoother graphics, quicker response times, and a more intuitive menu layout. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are both wireless, and Subaru has added over-the-air software updates to keep things fresh. The digital instrument cluster is customizable, allowing drivers to switch between traditional gauges or a more modern data-heavy layout. Materials have also taken a noticeable step up. Soft-touch surfaces, higher quality stitching, and more premium trim options help the Outback feel less utilitarian and more upscale. Even in the base models, the interior feels durable and thoughtfully laid out, while higher trims like the Touring XT add Napa leather, ventilated seats, and a panoramic sunroof that floods the cabin with light. Passenger space is excellent, especially for a vehicle in this size category. The rear seats offer plenty of legroom, and the slightly tapered roofline hasn't eaten into headroom much at all. Cargo space is a big win for the Outback, with over 32 cubic feet behind the rear seats and more than 75 cubic feet with them folded flat. The load floor is wide and low, making it incredibly practical for bulky items, dogs, or adventure gear. Subaru has also introduced a hands-free power liftgate that works with the simple gesture near the badge, adding convenience. When it comes to performance, Subaru is sticking with what works but refining it further. The standard engine is a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated flat-four producing around 185 horsepower, paired with Subaru's continuously variable transmission. It's not fast, but it's reliable, efficient, and perfect for daily driving. For those who want more punch, the turbocharged 2.4-liter flat-four remains available, pumping out 260 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque. With the turbo, the Outback feels genuinely confident on highways and has no problem towing up to 3,500 pounds. The CVT has been recalibrated to feel less elastic, simulating gear shifts more convincingly to give drivers a more natural experience. Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive system continues to be standard across the lineup, a huge selling point compared to rivals that charge extra for AWD. Off-road capability is bolstered by X-Mode, which optimizes traction and throttle response for slippery conditions or rough terrain. For 2026, Subaru has enhanced X-Mode with multiple terrain settings, making it even more versatile. Fuel economy is respectable, with the Bass engine returning around 28 miles per gallon combined, while the turbo averages closer to 25. There's still no hybrid or plug-in option, though rumors suggest Subaru is working on one for the next generation. Safety, as always with Subaru, is a major focus. The 2026 Outback comes standard with the latest version of Subaru's EyeSight Driver Assist Suite. This includes adaptive cruise control with lane centering, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross-traffic alert. New for this year is an expanded field of view for the stereo cameras and smoother integration of steering assistance, making the Outback feel more confident in semi-automated driving situations. Subaru has also added a driver attention monitoring system that can gently alert you if it detects drowsiness or distraction. Pricing for the 2026 Outback starts around $31,000 for the Bass model, climbing into the low $40,000s for the fully loaded Touring XT. Considering the blend of ruggedness, space, comfort, and safety features, it remains a strong value in a competitive segment. Competitors like the Honda Passport or Toyota Venza may look sleeker or offer hybrid powertrains, but the Outback still stands out for its go-anywhere attitude and practicality. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Subaru Outback doesn't break tradition, and that's a good thing. Instead, it sharpens the design, refines the tech, and keeps the rugged DNA that has made it such a beloved choice for adventurers, families, and anyone who wants a car that's just as comfortable hauling groceries as it is heading up a mountain trail. Subaru knows its audience, and with this update, they've given loyal fans more reasons to stay while making the Outback appealing to a broader crowd who might not have considered it before. That wraps up this review of the 2026 Subaru Outback. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Car Flash, and ring the bell so you don't miss our upcoming deep dives into the newest rides hitting the road. Drop a comment below. Would you take the Outback over its rivals, or do you think Subaru needs to shake things up even more? Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.